Wow, indeed. No questions from reporters today. Martha Ford walked in 90 years old with a prepared statement and a lot of confidence behind it. Out are Tom Lewand and Martin Mayhew after 7 years leading this football team. The time for Martha Ford apparently had run out for these two men, so ultimately she walked into a room full of reporters and said the time for Martin Mayhew and Tom Lewand to move on is today. It's part of a two-step process, though. You have to identify the problem first, and for Lions fans, the problem for so long has been losing. Martha Ford, the 90-year-old owner of this team, decided that the two men calling the shots all the way at the top are number one in this. So she eliminated that problem in her mind today. And the problem for a lot of people on the streets that really saw a lot of draft picks, a lot of failed handlings of players like Ndamukong Suh last season. Today she walked in and shared that prepared statement.
Earlier today, we informed Tom Lewand and Martin Mayhew that they may have been relieved of their responsibilities with the team. We thank them both for their many years of service to the team and to our family. We are very disappointed with the results of the season so far and believe a change in leadership was necessary.
So that's part number one, eliminating the problem. Part number two now is what Martha Ford's going to do to fix it and trying to find those replacements at president and general manager. Start things off, Sheldon White has been with the team for 19 years. He's going to act as the interim general manager, and acting as the interim COO is Allison Mackey, who's been with the team for a number of years as well. Jim Caldwell will be remaining as the Lions head coach for the foreseeable future, you would imagine through the end of the season. Martha Ford said there will be no changes to the coaching staff, and really the biggest question now is who is Martha Ford getting her football information from? Because just a few weeks ago, Bill Ford Jr. said he is not involved with the day-to-day operations of this team. And late this evening, the Free Press reporting that Sheila Ford Happ is also taking a more prominent role with this franchise, but she's not been around the football operation. So as this team looks to fix the problem, Stephen and Joanne, we'd all like to wonder who is calling the shots. And today, it was clear at least, Martha Ford is putting her face out there as the leader behind these decisions.
Yeah, Brad, I would say, talk a little bit more about Jim Caldwell and how you think long-term worried he would be after this announcement today.
Well, I think he kind of saved himself in firing Joe Lombardi and the two offensive line coaches about a week and a half ago now, and really kind of eliminating a problem that I think a lot of people know Martha Ford had an issue with. This offense they've spent a ton of money on, almost $50 million per season over the next couple of years due to Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. So I think the problems on offense were a big deal, and so ultimately Lombardi going may have saved Caldwell his job for this season. Not sure about beyond that.
Yeah, at least for now anyways. All right, Brad, I will look forward to much more throughout the afternoon here on Action News. Thanks so much. Stephen.
As you can imagine, social media in the D blew up following the announcement, so we took a little sampling of comments coming in here to WXYZ. Mary Brewer writing, Matt Stafford and Caldwell should be fired too. Martha Ford is cleaning house. Chris Riffenberg says, okay, get down to the real problem. Offensive line, running game, and a defensive secondary. Wendy Duggan said, doesn't matter what they do until the Fords sell. The curse stays. And we couldn't help but show you this tweet from Lions' own wide receiver, Golden Tate. Look at this right here. Rather than words, he's a little speechless apparently, he went with emojis. A couple palm faces right there and a few surprised eyes, clearly trying to indicate, yeah, he's shocked and surprised by this news too. Now we want to know what you think, so hit us up on Facebook, on Twitter, or Instagram. We'll also be hearing from Lions fans coming up on Action News at 5. Joanne?
All right.